Hey y'all, what's going on? This is your girl here, Monica. I just wanted to pop on and drop this nice gem that I was thinking about, and thoughts was coming, thoughts was racing. So let's see what's happens.
Everything in life is not always easy. Things happen surprisingly, things happen without you knowing, things happen without you wanting it to happen. That's just life, it just happens. Now it comes into how do you react from this happening? What did you gain from the situation, the experience? What do you look at it as? Do you look at it as something to learn from? Did you look at it as something that was meant to bring you down? And are you letting it keep you down? When we think about it, when things happen, yeah, of course. You're going to be sad, you're going to be mad, you're going to be confused, you're going to have more questions, then you get answers. And that's just how it goes. So when we realize and understand that we are not able to control the outside and we can control what we do on the inside, how do we perceive ourselves from this situation, from this circumstance? So these are things that we can evolve ourselves in and write it down. People are afraid to write things down, or they just don't write. It's easy to pick up your phone and type it, and it's convenient. Make it a little inconvenient and go ahead and write it out so you can just have a visual printout, of what you are wanting and what you don't want, and what you desire and what you don't desire. So when we realize that we can't control things that happen to us, however, we can't control what we do regarding the situation that has happened. And no one's always going to have the reaction that they anticipate. People love asking you questions. Oh, how would you respond with this? Or how would you feel about this? And this and that. And we're all, and we can speculate how we may feel. We may speculate what we may do. However, we don't fully know how we will respond in that situation unless you has already experienced that situation. So when things happen that hasn't happened to you, and you're like, it can go either way. You can respond in a way that you may think or you would like to respond. And then, however, it happens randomly, you're like, yo, I didn't respond the way that I thought I was going to respond. When you having conversations with people, you make up a whole conversation in your mind about how you want the conversation to go, about, how how it's going to end in your mind. And then you go talk to the person, you go bring up the situation, and then it just go completely flop. It just go flop. So we are not able to control the outside. We can make up fantasies in our mind about this, that, and the third, and you can play it out. Sometimes it come out right, sometimes it doesn't. However, it's all about how you respond from not getting the response that you made up in your mind. People love making up stuff in their mind. Okay, they are in Delulu land. Okay. Okay, Delulu. So anyways, so as long as we remember that we stay humble, just not even humble, like, I know people don't really like that term humble, like, oh, why should I be humble? It's not being humble for other people, it's just being humble within yourself, just realizing that you worked hard to get to where you at, and you work hard to have the things that you have, and it just all goes back to, no, you can't control what other people do or how people respond or what choices they make. It all goes back to self. What is self doing? How is self responding? How is self acting? How is self, aware? Am I self aware of myself? You got to think about all this stuff. So, with that in motion of knowing that you can't control everything, and knowing that everything is going to, work out in the best interest of you. So don't be sitting around here allowing other people to control you now. Control your thoughts, your decisions, your attitudes, your mindsets. It's easy to do those things because we just fall in these traps of just non-awareness. It's crazy how much people really try to control stuff. And it's not even controlling stuff, trying to control things, people. People are really out here looking at people as something that they can control, manipulate. I'm just not with that program. I'm just not with that vibe. We all should be working hard. I know I work hard to keep myself in a place of boundaries and standards, and not allowing anyone to tell me to get involved and do things that I'm not comfortable with, or what I don't find appealing to my life. So I don't find it flattering to allow people to try to control me. And now when we talk about control, I feel like it's all different levels to this type of control situation. It's all different types of control in this situation, because sometimes in some areas of life, okay, taking control is not necessarily a demanding thing in that sense. Okay, you get my drift. However, in a sense of like, you're just trying to control my life, my money all the time. Is a difference between helping me gain financial stability, and helping me budget my money, and helping me acknowledge that maybe if I don't have like the best spending habits, you're good in that area. So you're not controlling, you're helping and guiding. And I know sometimes when people try to help them, they get a little attitude thinking they're trying to control them, and sometimes it's not even the case. It's just people who don't be trusting people. So when we just learn that we can't control stuff like that, and once people know that they can't control other people, then I feel like we'll be in a better place, because people just love trying to control other people and their decisions and their actions, and not understanding like there's no way for you to do that. Like, you can try, and if you have to manipulate them and scare them and create trauma in their lives to get them to do what you need them to do, then the person that's getting done to you are able to stand up for yourself. Like, stand up for yourself and tell that person, no, yes, you are going to feel fearful. Oh my goodness, the anxiousness and the anxiety is going to go sky up to the roof. And because it's when you're not used to doing something in the unfamiliar, when you do something in that unfamiliar, yes, you're going to have unfamiliar emotions, unfamiliar thoughts, unfamiliar everything. You're going to have all that unfamiliarness. So it's okay to have those uncertain emotions. It's okay to have those uncertain thoughts, uncertain feelings, uncertain comprehension of what's going on. It's okay to experience all of those things. However, just know you are taking a stand, though, in this moment, to stand up for yourself, and know that whatever outsource cannot control you. They cannot control your life, your mind, your mindset, your goals, your dreams, your finances, how you enjoy life. Now, if you was a vibrant person and you talked to numerous of people, very social, very out there, very doing your thing, just living full of life, and this person come in and all of a sudden they just you don't find yourself doing the same things. We can fall in this trap of control, right? So we have to start strengthening our minds to be stronger, and to realize and click when something isn't right, and follow our instincts. Follow the intuition, follow the guidance that you have within. It's not an outsourced thing, it's an in thing, people. It's an in thing. So, well, I'll say that this has been a pleasure, mini little chat session that I Figure I'll go ahead and drop some gems for you all real quick. And yeah, go ahead and make sure you subscribe to the channel, the page. Hit those like buttons, subscribe buttons to stay attuned and all the wonderful things. And I will chat with you all later. That's it.